Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you guys are. Guys, smash the like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button. Share the video as always, guys. David Benavidez has finally spoke out about the fight between him and Caleb Plant. And he's speaking, he's very happy. He's very happy that this fight has gone through. He's very happy that, he's going to be fighting Caleb Plant. And he said that, I was looking forward to this. I wanted this. He's wanted this. And I think now he's admitted that Caleb Plant's always wanted the fight. So we now will have a massive fight in January, which is great news. David Benavidez is basically saying that, you know what, I'm going to do him worse than Canelo. I'm going to do him a lot worse than Canelo. I'm very happy that he signed the contract. And David Benavidez feels it gives him the opportunity to prove to people how good he is. When you're a fighter like David Benavidez, he's fairly young. He's been striving to try to prove to the world how good he is. Now, there's been people like me that have been doubting him, that saying that, he's not as good as what people make him out to be. But this is an opportunity where people like myself who are doubting him, who don't look at him and think that, maybe the guy is not as good as what he's being advertised. He gets an opportunity to prove people like me wrong and say, you know what, I am the truth, I'm the real deal. And this is what I've been saying a lot about these fighters, that a lot of them, people rave about them and say they're this, that, and the other, but unfortunately they don't fight enough top competition for us to really find out how good they are. We had a guy in Kell Brook here in the UK, and unfortunately he didn't fight enough top competition. And then when he finally did, I mean, it was against the guys that probably was overmatched, but he didn't fight the second tier guys before he went and fought the first tier guys. David Benavidez is going to fight somebody in Caleb Plant who is a quality fighter, and we're going to find out how good David Benavidez is in this fight. And this is why I'm really raving about this fight, because I think it's a cracker. I think it's a spectacular fight. I do. I think this is a fight where I really like Caleb Plant's chances in it. I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's favorite. He might be an underdog going into it, but at the end of the day, I really like his chances. I think he's going to do a lot better than what a lot of people think. I think it's a very evenly matched fight. I think the problem is with David Benavidez. David Benavidez has got a lot of hype around him, and a lot of people think he's the next big thing. But like I said, I think we need to hold our horses. I think this is the type of fight where he gets to prove that. Beating Lemieux, beating guys that he's been beating, for me, doesn't prove anything, because we expect him to beat guys that are washed up or past their prime or aren't really legit, super middleweights. We expect him to beat those guys. But what we want to find out is, can he beat Caleb Plant, who's a young guy in his prime, who's very skilled. We saw in his last fight against Anthony Durrell, put him to sleep. He's obviously got the momentum behind him. He's very confident. He's got very fast hands. He's got fast feet. He's a very good boxer. We saw that against Canelo as well. He's been in there with Canelo now, and I think he's going to be better for it. Even though he was knocked out, I still think he put in a very good performance against Canelo Alvarez. He was a tough guy. And unfortunately, he just didn't have the power to really trouble Canelo. So Canelo kept marching forward and eventually ended his night. But I think this is going to be a much closer fight than that. I mean, I would say that was a good competitive fight, but I think this is going to be far more competitive. And I think we're going to find out how good, like I said, I keep going over that, how good David Benavidez really is. Because if David Benavidez isn't the truth, Caleb Plant will beat him. If David Benavidez is the truth, he'll probably beat Caleb Plant. But that's what we're going to find out in this fight. And that's what makes this fight so fascinating for me, because I've said a million times that I want to see these guys tested. I want to see how good these guys are. Because for me, a lot of these guys are unproven. A lot of these guys haven't really, for me, fought enough top tier competition for us to find out how good they really are. This is the kind of fight that will tell us how good David Benavidez is, and I think that's why I'm excited. That's why I'm looking forward to it. And I think most importantly for us fans, it's a quality fight. It's a great matchup. It's a great 50-50 type of matchup. And it's a fight that, where it warrants pay-per-view, in the sense that they're probably going to put it on pay-per-view. I'm not saying that everything should be on pay-per-view, but it's the kind of fight that people will be more willing to pay for, rather than, mismatches and terrible fights where no one's going to want to see. I mean, no one wants to see Crawford v Avanesyan. I mean, that's not a fight that nobody was interested in. Why? Because it's two guys that are, for me, it's a fight where one guy's overly matched. I mean, I think Crawford is overly matched. I mean, a much better fight than Avanesyan, and we expect Crawford to deal with Avanesyan emphatically. So people are not going to be willing to put their hands in their pocket. But a fight like Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, we don't know who's going to win that. That's an competitive, great fight. And that people are interested to see, because you got two guys in their prime, two guys champion material, fighting one another, and the winner goes on to probably fight someone like Canelo. So, there's a lot riding on it for both guys. For David Benavidez, he's got to back up the hype. He's got to show that, all the things that people were saying about him, is he's the truth. So he's got to back up all that talk. Can he do it? Time will tell. But I'm interested. I'm really excited about this fight. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. I really want to know your opinion about it. Leave your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, and smash the like button. Leave your comments in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.